I will start with this quotation of the Dictionary of the Bible 1901. The greater part of the Old Testament is written in the language called by the Assyrians the tongue of the West Country, by biblical writers the tongue of Canaan or Yehudit, by the rabbis the sacred tongue or the language of the law. The Hebrew language may be appropriately termed the Israelite dialect of Canaan. Salama Bena Zulu Bena Kongo. Ayana Kefas Mbote Nusiemi Beluka Bena Kongo. In this broadcast, I will be talking about the Hebrew language called Yehudit, and I will reveal the connection with the Kihunde, a Bantu dialect. In Isaiah 19:18, we read, "In that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan, and swear to Yah of hosts, the Lord of hosts," which is Yud He Vav He. "One shall be called the city of destruction, or Heliopolis, the city of the sun." Commentary of Ibn Ezra on Isaiah 19 verse 18. The language of Canaan, we may learn from this that the Canaanites spoke the holy language, that is to say, Hebrew. The Jewish Encyclopedia states the Hebrew language might be appropriately called the Israelites dialect of Canaanite, a branch of the Semitic languages. Now, the tongue of Canaan indicates a Semitic dialect, as Canaan is a son of Ham or Cam, and that language is categorized as a Semitic language. The word Shemite in our time has come to mean something different today from what it originally did. Historically, the ancient Semites were not a single or unified race, but a group of diverse ethnic groups with a common cultural background. Dr. Alan H. Goodbay, professor of the Bible at Duke University, says, "There is no such thing as a Semitic race. We use the term Semitic to describe a type of language and a sort of culture which we may or can trace using that type of language." Alfred Louis Gruber, professor of anthropology at the University of California, notes that some scholars find similarities between the Sumerian of early Babylonia and modern African languages. This observation lends some credence to more specific findings that the dialect of Abraham's family and the Israelite was of African origin. It's a quote from the book The Hebrew Heritage of Black Africa. Now, in the book entitled Atlas Geographus, or A Complete System of Geography, Ancient and Modern for Africa, Volume 5, we are told the following. Judaism was the religion of the Africans for a long time. So we must consider that if the religion was originally African, the language they spoke must also have been African, a Proto-Bantu language. Abbé Priard, a French missionary in the regions of Congo, states that the language of the people of Congo possesses a strong connection with ancient tongue as Hebrew. He further writes, "There are found in the language of the Negro Africans, the Congo, many words pretty much resembling Hebrew words and which have the same signification. Now, let's look into Yehudit, and we will start in 2 King chapter 18 verse 26. Then said Eliakim, the son of Hilkiah, and Shebna, and Joah, unto Rabshakeh, speak, I pray thee, to thy servants in the Syrian language, for we understand it, and talk not with us in the Jews' language, in the ears of the people that are on the wall. So the language of the Judeans is called Yehudit. When we go into the Strong's in Blue Letter Bible, and we see literally there that in the Jews' language, in the language of the Judeans, we see the word Yehudit. Yehudit. Yehudit, which is translated as the language of Judeans. Lexicon Strong's H3066. Yehudit. Feminine of Yehudi, the Judean language. Yes, the Judean language, in the language of Judah, or Kihunde. Now, the Greek word for Yehudit in the Septuagint is Iudaisti, having the same definition, language of the Judean. In the Greek, Iudaisti. Now, the etymological root of Yehudit is Yehuda, which means celebrated or praised, written with a consonant Y, H, U, D. The H at the end can be silent. So the letter H or Hey at the end is silent. So we get a consonant Y, H, U, D, which gives us the Kikongo Yahandi, celebrated and praised. And also Yahunde or Yahunde, which is also the name of the capital of Cameroon. Now, there exists a Bantu tribe called by the name Bahunde. Yes, the Bahunde, the Hunde people. The Bantu dialect they speak is called Kihunde or Luhunde. So the Bantu tribe called by the name Bahunde are found in the North Kivu province, but many of them right now are fleeing that region because of M23 and the soldiers of Kagame, the Rwandanese soldiers, who are creating a lot of massacre and chaos, etc. in that region. The language of the Bahunde is called Kihunde or Luhunde. Sometimes also referred as Kobi or Rukobi. Kobi, of course, refers to Jacob in Bantu. So to conclude, the consonants Y, H, U, D gives us Yahandi, Yahunde, and also Hunde, Hunde, or Bahunde, which is a Bantu tribe in Congo, the DRC. Now, in the Hebrew word Yehudit, we have the suffixal T, can be read in the Bantu languages as a prefix T, chi, ki, lu. So we consider this observation relevant insofar as Paleo-Hebrew is a language genetically related to the Bantu language. The suffix called t to indicate the form of the feminine is not silent, but becomes the prefix ki in the Kikongo Bantu language. Thus, the literal vocalization of Yehudit offers Kihunde or Kihunde. In 2 King chapter 18 verse 26, which is called the language of the Judean, the language of the Jews, Yehudit is actually Kihunde. Yes, Kihunde, because the suffix called t in Yehudit can be read in the Bantu languages as the prefix t, chi, ki, and lu, and etc. So Yehudit is the Bantu Kihunde or Kihunde, which means the language or the dialect of the Hunde, Bahunde clan or tribe, yes, ethnic group of the Congo. So we see in the Bible, first of all, the Bahunde people mentioned, yes, as Yehuda or Yehud, which gives us the Kikongo Yahandi, Yahunde, and Hunde, which of course refers to the Bahunde people, and the language of the Yehudim, which is called Yehudit, is actually the Kikongo, the Bantu Kihunde, and the language of the Bahunde people, ethnic group of the DRC, a Bantu ethnic group. What we observe and confirm is that the biblical Hebrew names and terms designating Judean and Israelite tribes and clans are present among the Bantu groups all over Africa, also called Congo Kachopa. The Bahunde of DRC and the capital of Cameroon, called Yaoundé, are examples of this fact, and we will continue to examine and reveal more connections between the ancient Israelites and the Bantu. Beluka Yina Yiseka'yah Kongo. Blessed is he who comes in the name of Congo. I am Nabi Kefas. If you enjoy the teachings I bring, subscribe to the channel and like and share this video. Join me on Patreon for more exclusive content. You can also join my diaspora community building in Angola. You can find all information below.